You have to learn how to close the club face early in the downswing and throughout the entire downswing. And if you're unable to do that, you're never going to hit the ball as consistently solid, straight, and far as you want. In today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, the secret to being able to do that early in the downswing, as well as bringing in a live student so you could see us working together on it. Let's dive right in. You're going to see my student Julian in a moment, how he really struggled through impact with the arms bending and flipping through impact. And listen, if you don't learn how to close the club face early and throughout the entire downswing, you could literally spend decades trying to fix this move through the ball, and you're never going to get it. It's that important to learn this first. And when we say learn this first, it's all about learning to close the club face in the early part of the downswing. When we say close the club face, it's the toe to heel relationship. We want to learn how to get the toe or top of the club in front of the heel early in the downswing and throughout the entire impact. Now there's two simple feels as to how to get there. The first one I like focusing on is the lead glove logo. Now in terms of feeling the lead glove logo, to get the toe more in front of the heel like the pros, you want to feel the logo point slightly down towards the ground. You can see if I did it the poor way with the glove logo up towards the sky, how that would leave the club face too open, toe behind the heel. This is not good. If you don't like left wrist feels, you can also feel your trail wrist, getting the palm of your trail wrist pointed down towards the ground. You'll notice when I do that, that also gets the toe in front of the heel. Now, as I'm getting my right palm pointed down towards the ground, I also want to be able to keep this angle, this 45-degree angle in my right wrist all the way down until shaft parallel to the ground. So it's the combo move of the right palm pointed slightly down plus maintaining the bend in the wrist that helps close the club face. You can see if I had no bend in the wrist and the palm was pointed towards me, how that club face is too open and too far out. Now, a great way to train the right wrist is with this precision impact training aid. The beautiful part of this is not only does it allow you to set that right wrist on the way back, it allows you to keep that on the way down, ensuring that right wrist is nicely bent back and that toe is in front of the heel with the right palm pointed down. Now notice as I'm doing this movement that my right arm is still slightly bent. I'm not trying to close the face and overextend the right arm. The palm is pointed slightly down. The wrist is bent back. The right arm is slightly bent. There's a coupon code and a link for this in the description below if you want to check one out. Another nice simple way to do this is just with your cell phone. So if you take the cell phone up to the top of your backswing with the right wrist bent back, when you swing down, you just want to feel the face or the front of the phone pointed down with the trail wrist bent back, the trail arm still bent, and the palm pointed down. You know you've done this incorrectly if the front of the phone points towards you. You've done it correctly if the front of the phone points away from you. So it's up to the top, phone down. Up to the top, phone down. The right palm's where? You guessed it, down, right arm's bent, right wrist is bent. Now look, if you make a backswing where the club face rolls way too open during the takeaway or to the top, obviously you want to fix that first. Make sure the club face is pointed a little more at the ball and a little bit more away from you. The reality is, if you take your club face and open it way too much on the way back, you're going to have to do even more work on the way down. So let's make sure we check that first. Before we bring in my student, quick word from our partners at ShotScope. We'd like to thank our partners at ShotScope for sponsoring today's video. You know that I always preach what? Feedback, feedback, feedback. You need feedback to improve your swing. Well, guess what? When you go out onto the golf course, you need that same exact feedback. ShotScope are leaders in GPS, shot tracking, and rangefinder technology. You got to look at some data and figure out where you're actually going off to build a solid plan to improve. Another thing that I love about ShotScope is they have options for everyone. Whether you just want GPS distances on the course, a great value but high performing rangefinder, or want to dive into your data, ShotScope has a product for everyone. With the purchase of a performance tracking device, golfers gain free access to the ShotScope mobile app and web dashboard containing over 100 tour level statistics. Whether you want just the distance to the hole or you like all the stats that they have on there, ShotScope literally has something for everyone. For you guys that are watching, this is very common. When you see issues through the ball with the arm folding and the wrist folding being very narrow. Julian's not trying to do that. You're not trying to do that. Your brain's trying to help you fix something. Almost always that's from a club face that's too open, which is the toe too far behind the heel and the club face pointed up towards the sky. And when the face is too open, your brain's really trying to fix it and square it, right? Shut down the body, lots of arms and hands. So we have to fix this in that order. We have to learn how to close the club face first, right? And then get the body motions. Now from here, keep your hands on it. If I pull this down, your club face, we could either twist closed, which from the player perspective is twisting it counterclockwise.
Yep.
So this motion like this, this would be good. This is what we want to do, is twist it closed. We need to twist it closed to the point where we get the shaft parallel to the ground, the toes at least on top of the heel, or even slightly in front of it.
Perfect.
Because that position now, the club face is good enough where now we can get the shaft lean we want, right? And still have the face pointed at the target. Now we can start to get the extension we want.
Exactly.
But if we go back up to the top again, and we're good at the top, if we twist it open, which is twisting it clockwise, where the toes behind the heel, you don't do it this bad, this is exaggerated. But when it's twisted open, right, toes behind the heel, faces up, this is where your brain's like, whoa boy, right? I've got to, whoa, So we have to learn from the top of the backswing. Go ahead and reset yourself. We got to learn, let's pause at the top, to twist it closed. Twist it closed. Now, twisting it closed, keep your arm a little more bent. Twisting it closed can feel different for different players. You might feel, like let's go to the top, take your right hand off. So with your left hand only, if I were to twist it closed, that means you take your glove logo from pointed up towards the sky, which is bad. So let's do the bad version. Twist open. That would be disaster, right? So twisting it down would be an option. So now you're feeling like, okay, hey, I'm kind of flexing or bowing the wrist, kind of getting the glove logo down towards the ground and the toes in front of the heel. Now you have to feel that to the point where it gets pretty square, right? Let's pop your right hand back on. Let's go up to the top. Still feel that with your left wrist down to that same position, like you're twisting it closed. Yeah, bingo. So let's take your setup up to the top, and we're gonna do 2 or 3 rehearsals where you twist it closed to start your downswing. So here, twist it closed. Boom, that's 1. Reset your setup. Up to the top, twist it closed. Awesome, that's 2. When you guys are practicing this like this, slow 2 or 3 rehearsals. Good, twist it closed, beautiful. Now I'm gonna move the ball out. I want you to make a practice swing where you twist it closed to start your downswing. No pause, swing through, maybe 20% speed. So slow, feel like you twist it closed, swing through. Beautiful, about a little bit faster, same thing. Good, and on like a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you feel like you're twisting the face closed?
A lot.
Yeah, good. I want you at like a 10.
Yeah, okay.
If this goes how it should, you should feel like you twist it closed. You're probably not going to do it as much as you feel like, and the ball should go left. Now, I've watched you hit a bunch of balls. They were all right. Maybe 1 or 2 at the target, but right. I haven't really seen you hit like a pull hook yet.
No, not yet.
So when you look at the, let's say that's like your center field is the clock. We're going to still aim square. With your normal swing, but twisting it closed, you almost feel like you're trying to like hit this down the left field line. Perfect. Twisting the face closed. So let's see. Doesn't matter how you hit it. Our goal is just to twist the face closed. Okay, beautiful. What'd that ball do?
1 left.
What did I say I was gonna do?
Exactly.
So now what does that mean you did? We said, okay, let's backtrack. I'm missing right, short right, short right, short right, short right. We said, okay, the club face is too open. Now on the first swing, I changed one thing, which was the club face. This is you when I say I. You changed one thing, which is the club face. And now the ball went from weak right to low left. Which means that, okay, hey, the club face is why it goes right. Now I've twisted it closed. I changed something and the ball actually went left. Now, as we're twisting the club face closed, we've got to learn how to get through the ball a little different. And so there's kind of 2 ways you guys can practice this. We can do this by getting at and through a good impact position, or we can do it by getting to a good follow through position. I'm going to choose the follow through to start with. So let me demonstrate one like this. So we saw the club face is too open. And then we fix that with arm bent, wrist bent, let's say butt of the club close to us, right? Very little body turn. What we want to do when the face is square now is through the ball, I'd like to get to a position where by the time the arms are parallel to the ground, my body's fully turned. It's like the knees, hip, chest, and shoulders. My face is out towards the ball, and I've got my arms fairly extended, right? Now, normally for you to come through, the arm would bend something like this, and the body would stay.
Yep.
So let's get practicing this position into our follow through,
Okay.
in addition to the club face. So
Okay.
let's take your setup position where you feel comfy, no ball, and let's go up to the top and pause. And let's get you twisted down to about here. Good. Now from here, we're gonna do this together slowly. From here, as we come through the hit, let's say this is sort of our impact. What I want you to feel is about here.
Okay.
Let's let the shoelaces turn towards me more. Good.
Front, yeah.
There you go. And a baby. Straighten your legs a little more. Good. Yeah. So this would be like about a normal follow through.
Okay.
Like if we looked at those models.
Yeah.
Now to you, it's gotta feel like, holy,
Yeah.
this is stretched out. My
Yeah.
body feels way turned. What's this foot doing, right?
Uh-huh.
This looks quite a bit different.
Yeah.
And for you, I want you to feel like from here, the arms are pretty stretched out.
Uh-huh.
We're not shy about this, left elbow being turned and kind of down towards the ground a little bit.
Okay.
Continue rotating the club face closed.
Yep.
So in fact, I kind of want you to mirror on the way through how the club face is toe in front of the heel,
Okay.
like this way. Keep your hands on it.
Mhm.
So to show you guys with the camera, I kind of wouldn't be shy in terms of fixing right shots and getting the toe in front of the heel. So we're kind of continuing to rotate the face closed, not just here, but also through the ball into the follow through. Good. Twist it closed. Good. Now keep twisting it and extending it. That a baby. Good. Let's do a couple rehearsals like this. So when we're doing this, right, we're going to go slow in the beginning to exaggerate the feels. Good. Keep going. Yeah, good. Good. Awesome. A couple more like that.
Good.
So we're going to go slow in the beginning to exaggerate the feels of twisting the face closed continually. The root issue of short right is the face being open. We have to close that first by twisting it, right? We're going to make sure his grip's on there normal, but then continually getting into a good position through the ball to give your brain awareness of where we're going. And where we're going is arms straighter, body more turned, club face more tilted down. Twist it closed, wide arc through. Yep. Yeah, good. Two more like that. Twist it closed, wide arc through. Yes, yeah, really good, dude. Talk to me.
Nice draw.
All right, guys, there you have it. Just like my student Julian, if you're struggling to fix these pieces through the ball, you have to fix the stuff earlier on. Learn how to close the club face sooner and throughout the entire swing, just like the best ball strikers do. And look, don't worry about over closing the club face on the way through. We can always dial that back, but don't be shy with that part either. All right, guys, quick shout out to our partners at ShotScope. Look, they sent me the logoed new Pro X rangefinder. Super cool of them. There's a link in the description down below. If you click that, you get 15% off any of the products at ShotScope, the rangefinders, the GPS watches. Awesome products, awesome company. Go check them out. All right, guys, if you like this video, you're gonna love this one. It's one of my favorites. I show tons of pro examples, how they square the club face sooner, and you can too.